Hey, this is Dizzy Reed from Guns N' Roses, and you're watching GNR Central. Yeah!
Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome to GNR Central, and we got your news for the day. So one of the news stories that broke last week was that Guns N' Roses almost made it into the movie Wayne's World instead of Queen, who famously had Bohemian Rhapsody in the movie. So according to an article published by Wig.com, spelled WIHIG.com, Wayne's World producer Lorne Michaels and director Penelope Spheris pushed for Guns N' Roses to be included in the film instead of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. It wasn't clear, although, which song the producer and director were pushing for. And according to the article, apparently Mike Myers basically threatened to walk out of the film if Bohemian Rhapsody didn't make it into the movie. So the article states, it was Myers' first movie and he found inspiration in his Toronto adolescence, when he, his brother, and his family would drive around and sing the Queen classic. If I took somebody else's Galileo or somebody took mine, a fight would ensue, Myers told Rolling Stone. It's something that I always back-pocketed. Wayne's World was my childhood. I knew only to write what I knew. The song also conveyed a sort of silly abandon Myers wanted for his character. Plus, it would help make the movie feel as if you're not exactly sure what year it was, he told So according to the article, producer Lorne Michaels was suggesting Guns N' Roses because at the time GNR had a #1 song, Myers told Rolling Stone. And he basically said, I said, I hear you. I think that's really smart, but I didn't have any jokes for a Guns N' Roses song. I had a lot of jokes for Bohemian Rhapsody. It's just inherently comedic. So director Penelope Spheris told Rolling Stone she did not personally remember a big argument about the placement of Bohemian Rhapsody, but my guess is that I was probably pushing for Guns N' Roses. Then at some point, Mike Myers threatened to walk out of the movie altogether. I said to everybody, well, I'm out. I don't want to make this movie if it's not Bohemian Rhapsody. And they were like, who the F are you? Myers told Marin. And I said, I'm somebody who wants to do that movie. That's the movie I want to do. Now, I don't know which song they were referring to as #1, because if you guys look at the charts, GNR never had a #1 song, at least on the Billboard Hot 100 in the early 90s. November Rain peaked at #3. Don't Cry peaked, I think, at #10. So I don't know which songs they were looking at in terms of using in the movie. We've got some news from the MyGNR forum. So it looks like Target is selling an exclusive Guns N' Roses rare item. So they're selling blue Appetite for Destruction cassette tapes. And some of these have actually already shown up on eBay. Now, I wasn't able to find the cassette tapes on their website, but I think if you go to Target stores, like in person, you should be able to find the cassette tapes. But the ones I saw on eBay were, some of them are retailing as much as $55 for the cassette tape. And, you know, the band has been doing these giveaways in certain cities where if you meet them at a certain location, they'll give you like the red cassette tapes. We've also got some news about Guns N' Roses' summer tour they did recently in Europe, and it was revealed they sold over 750,000 tickets on their this past summer tour, according to Live Nation. So the tour's European leg was basically leg 9. It wrapped up with a record-breaking show in Gothenburg in July. I think actually the article is wrong. I think Iceland was the last show. So the U.S. rock legends played 13 stadiums along with the headline slots, including Download Festival, Grass Pop, and Firenze in Italy. And then since kicking off in 2016, the Not in This Lifetime tours played more than 140 shows to over 5 million fans in stadiums, arenas, and festivals. And it was the most successful rock trek of 2016 and the second highest tour of 2017, only edged out by U2's Joshua Tree 2017 phenomenon. So Guns N' Roses are right now on their 10th leg of their Not in This Lifetime tour. Just for comparison, the Use Your Illusion tour played about 192 shows to over 7 million fans. So it looks like they're not going to play as many shows as they did on the Use Your Illusion tour, but they also had way more shows planned. Plus their shows were like, they had some back-to-back shows, plus they had shows that were usually 2 days apart. So they weren't doing like 3 or 4 days rest between shows as well. We've also got some news from the Indonesian President. So if you guys remember, I did that whole true story on Axl, calling him out on Twitter back in 2015. And of course, Guns just played Indonesia, and he's still the president. So President Joko Widodo said that he wanted to attend the Guns N' Roses show recently in Jakarta, but he wasn't sure whether he was going to be able to do it. So he's apparently a huge fan of the band. He added he would have to decide at the last minute, as he needed to weigh his tight daily schedule against going to the show. He said, my decision will be made on the spot, which means I might or might not attend the show. He told reporters, if I have a little free time, of course I want to watch Guns N' Roses. He was also asked about his favorite song by the band, to which he said, Sweet Child of Mine. And the song is considered, of course, to be one of the band's biggest hits ever since GNR took the world by storm in the late 80s. So apparently the Indonesian President said that he saw the band back in 2012 when they played Jakarta. At that time, he wasn't the president. He was the governor in one of the provinces. So that does it for today's news, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on all things related to GNR. And go check us out on GNRCentral.com for the latest Guns N' Roses news. Take care.